In the depth of the mountain, there grew a red flower, and it was a very rare kind, for it would only come and bloom under the special conditions, when the light of the moon was of the perfect silver shade, and when the ground waters would align in its crystal potencies, and when the winds would come from all four directions at the same time and gently blow simultaneously to shake the ground and lift the layer of dust from earth to reveal the deep fertilized soil. And in that space, a wonder bird would come to warm its feet in the warm soil and find a spring worm to feed its children. And the wonder bird, a magic bird that rarely lands or seen flying, for it lives high, high in the mountains, at the top of it, at the place which clouds call home, a place that sun sits in on its beautiful throne of liquid gold. And there lives the wonder bird, the bird that directs the movement of all these forces. And so only once in a while, when the conditions are perfect for the fertile land to reveal itself, for the worm to come on the surface, for the waters to warm the land and moisten it, and for the silver light that the bird likes and follows. When all of this comes together, that's the only time when the bird flies out and chooses to land itself with its golden crystal feet. And in that moment, when it lands, the dust from the mountain solidifies and is gifted from the feet of the wonder bird to the hands of Mother Earth in exchange of the juicy, yummy worm and the moorish, moist soil that strengthens the bird's feet, allowing it to rest. And so in that gratitude, in that exchange of both, in that presence of all the others that come perfectly aligned in their own time, so slowly and harmoniously, so gently, where they all build on each other, where they all witness each other. No one's better than anyone, and yet everyone is just simply present. They all come as one, and under the silver light, under the golden feet of the wonder bird, with the potent magical dust of the all-knowing mountain, the crystal underground waters, and the fertile soil, In their coming together, a seed is formed, a seed of gratitude, unity, and intertwined existence. And there it's left in the moist, fertile ground. And the bird leaves and goes back to its nest to feed its children with a worm. And the moon rolls, bringing the sun instead. And the winds bring more dust and rain and grass upon the fertile land. And underground waters rush away to attend to the other business in other places. And yet, as everything moves, so does the seed that slowly potentizes inside and grows at its own pace, its own will, choosing when the time is right for it to crack open, to push the soil with its back, gently and then stronger, finding its way out, up, 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 up to the sun, up to the moon. And there the roots drop down, reach out like tiny hands to meet once again those cool crystal waters that run underneath, to embrace and hug the fertile soil, to hide the worm underneath them. And a little shoot comes up to smile and meet the silver moonlight, to dance with the winds and wave hello to the sun and the clouds and the ever-knowing mountain, knowing that somewhere over there is a wonder bird, perhaps a new one that has hatched, that once again will make its flight in not so distant future. And so the flower smiles, stretching further up and stretching further down. And in its beauty and acknowledgement of all those that brought it to existence, it smiles in the most beautiful of blossom, iridescent colors shine off its petals, so gently it moves like the waves on the summer lake in calm day when the wind gently blows. Like finest of silks, and so beautiful it is, so majestic, that everything gravitates around it. The mountain bends slowly and softly smiling at it. The sun rolls over, so does the moon. The winds come from all directions, and the ground waters rise up. All the grasses and insects and bugs, little ladybirds and bees, hedgehogs and hares and birds, all come closer to the majestic beauty of this magical flower. And everyone sings and dances around it, for the flower is a fire of life that reminds everyone of the interconnectedness, of the simplicity of life and its beauty, the intuition and flow that's present in surrendering and letting a bigger picture play out, letting the wonder bird find the moonlight and follow it down, knowing that the winds will clear the path, the worm will come higher, the earth will push itself up with fertilized warm soil, that everything comes together for the perfect moment of unity, perfect moment of creation and love, for nothing more or less than simply being. And that, how that flower come to bloom, that how that flower comes to existence, where everything gives a little of something to create a greater everything. And that how you and I came to existence in that magical time in between magical mountains, when all the life brought different pieces together to make us bloom, push through the ground, drop our roots down and our stem forward to meet the soil and meet the sun and smile to the world around us in gratitude for our life.